It's LA Visualizers. Come back to another video. No, I haven't changed the intro. No, I'm gonna change it too. Today's video, we're talking about my 30-day challenge and how I failed at it, failed at the 30-day challenge. So I originally tried to do the 30-day challenge video to myself is to shoot a video every day and upload a video every day. Within the first week, I basically failed. I had a gig, and I talked about it in another video, but I had a gig and it ran into my client work and just couldn't do it. Um, and if I could go back and do it again, I would have probably tried to do my time management a lot better, so that way I could complete it. And then when I got back, I still tried to do a video every day, and then other things happened, and I still couldn't do it. So basically, coming down to is time management. So these weren't excuses; these are just some things that hindered me from completing the 30-day challenge. I work Monday through Friday, and I work from 9 to 6. So by the time I get home, it's almost 7 o'clock, which means I don't have a lot of time to shoot a video, edit my other stuff, or spend time with my partner, as well as work out and if we're doing other things. So I noticed that I was like, ooh, if I want to do this 30-day challenge again, I'm gonna have to make sure I script out all 30 videos of what I want to do. Of course, with any plan, things can change. But I think if I would have done it that way, say, hey, I need 30 videos, I'm gonna shoot 30 videos on how I'm gonna do this. The other thing too is some of my videos were just a little bit more ambitious than just a talking head, and I couldn't really do it. So another thing I learned was this. Hold on just a second. So when I did the video about the 14 and 30 and how I, broke it, as you can see here, or if I could do right now, right here is I should have had B-roll. So that's another thing I have to shoot. There's a lot more B-roll to further the story and make my videos, I don't want to say entertaining, but more watchable. Because watching someone talk from 7 to 15 minutes, especially if it's not a podcast or anything like that, can get very monotonous. So I need to make sure that I'm more engaging and more dynamic with it. So doing a lot more B-roll will help in that issue. And the other thing too, I just said too, a little bit more ambitious. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do it. So like my Nikon Z52 video, which I'm still working on, I have to make sure that I get things I want to get. That it's not just me as a talking head; it's me out in the field doing the things I want to do. Which leads me to another thing: is that I need to do a checklist. And being a former military member, I should know this, but yeah, I need a checklist. Because on one of my adventures, I was going out with the Nikon Z52. I had a Nikon Z52 with me, and I had the Z8 with me. And I get to the place I want to do a video about, and I didn't have the card in the Z8. So I couldn't use the Z8 the way I wanted to. So yeah, there was that. So now I was left with the Nikon Z52, and I didn't have some things I wanted for it. So like with the Nikon Z8, I had a So like with the Nikon Z8, I had a 2 to 5 stop that fit on the Nikon Z8 with the 24 to 120 that I had with me, and I had the 15 mil for the Z52, and I didn't have a step-up ring for that one. So what I ended up doing is putting the 24 to 120 on the Z52, and it wasn't as wide enough as I wanted it to be because I think that turns that into a 36 to 180 or something like that. So yeah, there was that. So yeah, I need to make sure that when I'm going out on everything, that I have a checklist, that I make sure I have everything. And my partner keeps telling me that too, that, hey, did you have a checklist? Did you do a checklist? And I'm like, nah, I didn't do a checklist. I got everything. Yeah, I never have everything. So there's that. The other thing I learned about doing this is that if I am doing it every day, it's a lot easier to talk to the camera. Because I remember my first time doing this, not my first time doing this, but first time doing the challenge, the first 4 or 5 days, I didn't like it. Yeah, it wasn't good. But I noticed that when I was on a streak, it was easier to talk to the camera and I felt a lot more relaxed. So I'll make sure I have to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is, even if I don't upload a video every day, I think I'm going to just try to shoot a video every day still, which means set up the lights, talk to the camera, find the stuff to talk about, and still edit it. I'm not necessarily upload the video, just depending on what I'm talking about, but I want to make sure I still keep this going so I can keep practice at doing it. Other than that, what else did I learn? Thumbnails. Your boy doesn't like doing thumbnails. I do not like doing thumbnails. So that's another thing too. I have to figure out if I'm doing a video, what thumbnail I'm going to do, what B-roll I'm going to shoot. All of those things come into play, and it starts to figure out how long it's taking me to shoot a video. I know if I was to do this every day, all the time, I can get it down, to where I'm shooting a video in a minimalist amount of time that's going to take me. However, right now it takes me a little too long because all the stuff I have to do, it takes me a little too long. So I have to figure out a better workflow for that. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else much to talk about other than the other thing too is I need to make sure that I am doing videos for at least 10 minutes. That's just for me, not for you guys, but at least for me, that my videos need to be at least 10 minutes long. Because like even my 5 or 7 minute long videos, I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's long enough for enough information. What I mean by that is, right now, if I'm just giving you my personal recommendation or personal view on a specific thing, that's one thing. But if I want to actually talk about it, that doesn't make any sense. For instance, if I'm going to figure out whether I want to do the 14 to 30 or buy the 16 to 30 from Tamron is one thing. But if I'm going to tell you why I'm doing it, I need to give you a little bit more information. Hope that made sense. What else did I learn? That I need to work on sound. I need to work on editing. I need to work on all three. Yeah. So other than that, I don't think there's really much else to talk about. So I'll see you in the next one.